He's mischievous.
Who put chickens in my car?
He's
Man, I want to see this so bad. Just these random shots where he just hide behind ladders. Yeah.
He's mischievous.
Who put chickens in my car?
I like the way it's not even about death. He just left a chicken in somebody's car. I got your ass.
Yeah, it's just annoying. Like, no, man.
I'll make it very quick, very easy for you. Go through this expeditiously, as they say.
You got a new word.
I got a new word, man. Saw that calendar today. Expeditiously. I can use that in a double toasted ad. If you go to dtmerch.com. And look at all the merchandise we have over there, including the shirts, the backpacks, the phone covers, the hats, the jerseys. And go on over to doubletoasted.com and subscribe here to support everything that we do here, including all the shows and the shows that you can be on when we live stream. I recommend using the Amazon Prime account. Put your username, password in there by using our Amazon Pay button. Press send. Oh, that hit me hard, Mark. Oh, Mark.
Was that good?
Mark, what is happening to me? It's that toasted goodness. Death is not always a good thing. Sometimes it is. Some places where they celebrate death. But sometimes, we just love people so much, we hate to see them go. So we try to make this as easy as possible, even the most tragic ways. And I have to say, old Graham been on a rampage today.
It's like there's a new death in town, and he's an overachiever.
Oh, yeah, doing the job a little too. Slow down, man. Shit, you made all the other deaths look bad.
Right.
Damn.
There's a system for this.
Shit. They always used to say, they go in threes. And Graham got his three. We got Barbara Bush, Arlie Ermey right there. And also a lot of people kind of missed this one, but Harry Anderson. He was more about day, night court. But still, a lot of people knew this guy. And, some of these people, they were up there. Harry Anderson's young by today's standards for death.
Right.
I'm going to let y'all know this, Graham, you never know what I'm going to do. Young, old, you ain't out of the realm of me snatching your ass up. And that's the tragic thing about it. We lost, we miss people even when they're 90 when they leave. But Graham got some young people, man. Martin, you're going to shake your head at this because when I say it, you're going to pull that Guardians of the Galaxy on me. You're going to like, who? But we got to pay our respects because we have Martin, brace yourself. We had a DJ, world famous DJ, Avicii, that died. Young man was 28 years old.
Oh, yeah. I saw our buddy DJ Miles posted about it.
DJ Miles. Guy is a very popular DJ worldwide. You go to YouTube and look up some of his videos, not millions, billions of views on his music. And you're thinking right now, you're like, man.
Who?
Yeah, who? No, that's a little too hot, Martin. Who? He's one of those guys, you don't know him, but you know of him, even if you don't know his name. Martin, I swear to you.
I know him.
You know this. Yeah. You, somewhere, somehow, someplace, have heard this song.
Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling. Yeah.
I think that's level from Avicii. You've heard that.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. I mean, because some people are like, man, where I heard that before? Man, you heard that everywhere. You probably at Walmart shopping for drawers or something. You heard it playing on the intercom.
That song was everywhere.
That song was everywhere. You've been watching TV with your kids. They had it on a Disney Channel or something, and it came up.
Look at all this stuff.
Congratulations, you're a winner!
Really? These 10 child stars went to prison. Number 6 will amaze you.
That sounds interesting.
Ralph, come on!
I remember hearing it from Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is it's a guy that you've heard of, or you've heard his music before.
So he sang that part?
Yeah, he did. Just grab the nuts. Oh, sometimes. This is the one everybody's talking to me about. They're like, yeah, that boy's too young. And then you got Verne Troyer. Verne Troyer ain't doing nothing to nobody. In fact, this guy was winning. This is a guy that should have stayed because he was an inspiration. And I'm not, when I say an inspiration, I mean it. Now, I say Verne Troyer, but y'all remember him by a different name. Of course, y'all know this guy because he has a name that's synonymous with all things that are of shorter or smaller stature than something else. You might know him from a certain movie by a certain moniker.
They need a clown!
He is exactly like you in every way.
I shall call him Mini-Me.
Hey, oh, Mini-Me. Yeah, I know him. He's dead? Yeah. Mini-Me has passed on, man.
Now, was he also in that Island of Dr. Moreau?
No. Believe it or not, that was somebody that's smaller than him.
Okay.
And he would be mad because he's like, look, they getting us, that's racist. They get us all mixed up. They get us all mixed up out there. I'll bring it up in a little while with a video that he has. But, yeah, Verne Troyer, a.k.a. Mini-Me. Now, Martin, here's the thing with Mini-Me here. I could go into talking about his life. And let me tell you something. I've heard all the short jokes. You're probably going to hear some from me before it's done because, we all sit up here and we figure a way of paying respect is also doing it with humor, too.
Sure.
That's just what we do here. We ain't going to change the format because that's why y'all are here.
They would want it that way.
They would want it that way,
Or
Martin.
we would want them to want it that way.
Yeah, because right now they're looking down like, God damn.
That's why I killed myself.
These guys are rough. Do they know that I'm dead? But with Mini-Me here, a.k.a. Verne Troyer, the guy's a real inspiration. I don't mean any disrespect, we could talk about some of the things that you already know about, but there was a lot more to the guy than him just being Mini-Me. And
see, there you go.
What do you? No, I didn't say nothing yet. I just said I shoot. Man, damn, you broke that shit trying to make a joke out of that. There's a lot more to the guy. Man, you got them short jokes. You one of them dudes that gets triggered by the word black. But this guy right now, the reason why I want to be careful right here, and I want to say that he was an inspiration because the death was tragic. I don't know if you've been reading up on him, Martin, or talked about him or anything, but the death was very tragic. My man died at 49, young by today's standards.
Yeah.
And y'all are probably thinking that he was so short that there was some physical affliction that was happening to him that probably killed him. Nah. The sad thing about this is that he was suffering from depression.
Yeah.
He was known for being an alcoholic. I'm looking at this on NPR.org. And they also tell you what it is that made him so short was something called cartilage hair hypoplasia. And that's what made him the size that he is.
Sure.
This is something that's rare for even little people and dwarves and midgets. And I guess the alcoholism, which was probably coming from depression and everything else that was, the pressures of being a little person. I say this maybe. Wait and see how this man lived. But it all just led to him committing suicide. Maybe. They're saying that he probably committed suicide. The way these people lived, and believe me, sometimes they have no choice but to accept who they are and what they are, and they make the best out of it. And a lot of times they way overcompensate.
Yeah.
To the point you almost want to be them. Because like, shit, these people got way more confidence than I'll ever have in my life. And
well, they're projecting that.
You know what? And maybe they're projecting, but even then, I'm looking at them and like, man, if everybody could just kind of get whatever these guys got that makes them, whether it's overcompensating or whether they have to just be confident, they have to have that confidence to make up. Fuck, seriously, I almost said show common sense. See, that's the thing about these things right here. You can't. There's certain things you just
can't help yourself.
Man, I just said I did not mean that. There's just certain things you can't say. You got to walk around
show
this.
Man, some respect. Come on, just get it now. just do it straight.
I didn't mean that. Just like the other day, I was arguing with a handicapped person, and I said, if you can't stand up for yourself, then that's your problem. And I didn't look at that. I didn't look at that until like way later when I was responding to something. I was like, wow, that was fucked up. And I did not even mean that. Now, instead of just coming out and saying or doing a regular obituary or, a segment where we pay our respects, I decided to just kind of make it a little bit of a game so you can learn something about this man right here. It's nothing that you even have to... You don't have to take it too seriously. It's mostly just so we can learn about this guy.
Okay.
And we're going to do it in the form of some trivia. And I wanted to, and the reason why I wanted to do this because one, I wanted to like do it straightforward because my whole thing when I was getting the show ready today, I was like, I had a whole idea for a segment. Verne Troyer, much more than Mini-Me. I was like, I'm gonna show them these people that this man did a whole lot more. And then I went on IMDb today and I looked at his
3 credits.
I looked at his. Well, he has a lot. He has a lot. I mean, it's long. It is long. Shit, now here's a pun. That shit's taller than him. But this right here is come on, man. See,
you could have avoided that.
Now that I know. Now I'm being an asshole because that I did and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna take this one. This one, but
okay, that's your one.
Okay. Thank you, Martin.
I hope you enjoyed it. You don't get it anymore.
Ooh, Martin, this is good. Savor the flavor. but yeah, that's it. I'm done. I don't have to do it no more. But it is extensive. And I looked at it and I said, even as long as this is, I was like, shit, I can't blame y'all for that one, man. Yeah, out of all this, he's Mini-Me. You know what I mean?
As you scroll up and down, I was like, I don't think I've seen any of that.
You remember on Howard Stern, he was trying to sleep, and somebody send me the video, email me the video if you can find it, and I'll play it after. But you remember on Howard Stern, like he was on Big Brother, and he was sleeping, and when he was asleep, he made those noises.
You okay?
He was like out of this world by the time he got to the room.
She is high as fuck. Yeah. Did you say he was out of this world? Yeah, you are too right now.
Yeah, how would you know?
I don't think I've ever seen anybody so drunk.
No mirrors in your house?
Yeah, I'm about to say, except for you. I remember that.
What? I don't think he's asleep.
Pure ecstasy.
What's that?
Carries him.
I don't think he's asleep. It's not like he's just trying to talk and he can't.
Either way it goes, that's a weird ass sound, man.
Yeah, it's like he's saying somebody's name on repeat. Like he's blackout drunk. He don't know what he's doing.
But he was known for being Mini-Me and known for making that noise at the time. All this other stuff, nobody knew what he was doing. Mm-hmm. So yeah, for a lot of people, he was Mini-Me. But there was more to the guy out there than just that. And as I said, if you really go into his life, it's tragic and yet still inspirational. So I'm going to quiz Martin on some things right here on Verne Troyer. And Martin, like I said, you don't have to like really try too hard with this. It's just something.
Good, because I don't think I know anything.
Yeah, you don't have to try too hard with this. It's just something I'm gonna put out there just as a way to play a game and make it interesting as we learn about Verne Troyer right here. So here's your first question here, Martin. Real quick, what other Mike Myers movie was Verne Troyer in? What other Mike Myers movie? Now we know that we have. We know we have Austin Powers.
Yeah.
But what was the other one?
I think he was in The Love Guru.
Martin, you are correct. He was in The Love Guru as the coach. I believe he was called Coach Punch Cherkov.
Yeah.
And you know what? It was funny because a lot of people, when they saw him as Mini-Me, they didn't think he could even talk. People thought people thought he was like a real animal or something. Uh-huh. But say what you will about The Love Guru, which is a terrible movie.
Terrible movie.
One of the movies that I absolute hate.
Yeah.
Like I have so much venom for that film. But Verne Troyer, he was the best part in it. He showed more range than anybody in there.
He did.
And you think you hit a triple. You don't know hockey.
Are you finished?
No. Now I'm finished.
Kind of makes you scared of the little man right there. Damn, Verne Troyer whooped my ass. I didn't know he could talk. Much less scream at somebody and scare the shit out of him. Now, let me go ahead and get into the second question I have here. And I got to be careful with this. I had Sammy make the questions for me. He didn't put down the multiple choice, which is important for you to see. But I'll put the question up for you. And the question is for number 2. Martin, how tall was Verne Troyer? Now, I'll give you multiple choice right here. You got A, you got 1 foot. B, 1 foot 7 inches. C, 2 feet 9 inches. Or D, 3 inches and 2 feet. Martin, what do you think?
I think you mean 3 feet 2 inches.
3 feet 2 inches. There you go, Martin. No, I meant 3 inches 2 feet. He's 3 inches and got 2 feet on him.
I'm gonna go with the last one. 3 foot 2.
3 foot 2. Oh, Martin, I am sorry. You don't know this man very well. How sad. He is actually 2 feet 8 inches right there. Also, Martin, I would have taken, he's 27 donuts tall, as he put there in one of his tweets and Instagram pictures. Well, he is standing by a stack of donuts right there. Homer Simpson comes in and eats him. Midget. All right. Well, Martin, we missed that one, but it's just not easy. It's not easy. No. And we mean no disrespect, not knowing my man right here. I didn't know that either. But Martin, you might have seen this today with all the news. You're a man who stays informed. Now, with Verne Troyer out there, a lot of people love this guy. A lot of people went out there and they gave their respects to him through Twitter and other places and social media. One of those people was Ludacris. And the reason why Ludacris did that is because, well, Verne Troyer and him, they made a video together. Dropped a mixtape together, Martin, and it says Verne Troyer was paid respect by Ludacris. What is the music video that they appeared in together? Now, Martin, don't worry about it. I'll give you multiple choice right here.
Okay.
And this will make it easier for you. Martin, was it A, Move Bitch? Was it B, Number One Spot? C, Act a Fool? Or was it D, What's Your Fantasy? Martin, what do you think?
I'm going to say, What's Your Fantasy? Just because there's a chance that Verne Troyer played Tattoo from Fantasy Island.
Can we bring him back to life so we can make that video? Martin, you know something? I like that enough that I will actually give you. I'm going to go ahead and give you credit for that. That's a good one right there. I love that. Yes, you were wrong, but I will give you this credit because I just like the idea. But Martin, as much as I love the idea, and I would love to make it happen, you are incorrect, sir. Martin, the answer is...
Feeling real good, too. What up, Uncle Face? Yeah. My music sticks in fans' veins like an ivy. Flows poison like ivy. Trying to...
That is Number One Spot right there.
Did he just rhyme Ivy with Ivy?
It's all about the beat, Martin. Who really listens to the lyrics today when they dancing?
Okay.
And it was another thing where this poor guy, he was trying to get out of being Mini-Me so bad.
I know, but this throws him right back into it.
He even looked at him.
He looked like, do I really have to do this?
He even looked like this, like, wait a minute, what? Am I a mini Ludacris? It just dawned on him right there, like, what the fuck am I doing?
The whole point was to go the opposite way. Now I'm doing it again. I just took 2 steps back.
Yeah, he just told me I'd just be some random guy with an afro. I didn't know it'd be you. It's almost like he looked at me like, wait a minute, we're dressed alike. Like the music video was going fine.
Nobody light-skinned rapping harder than Ice-T.
You're like, wait, what?
Like, wait, what?
Oh, did a little mini double take right there, huh? Martin, This is a sad one. We'll get to the fun stuff in a little bit. This is a sad one. Let's get this one out the way. In addition to battling depression and alcoholism, what other unhealthy habit did Verne suffer from? In addition to alcoholism and depression. That's enough right there, Martin.
Unhealthy habit.
Yeah, you might be surprised. Staring off into space looking at nothing. But nah, man.
Sleep apnea? I don't know.
Sleep apnea.
That's not really a habit, though.
That's not really a habit, Martin. The answer I'm looking for is sex addiction.
Oh.
My man here, now that's where it's sad, but it's inspirational right here. This man kept a stable of women and fine women around him. I'm looking at his little ass right now, but he got them big man eyes right there. If you look at me, he looked like he's sick. No, he looked like he got a problem.
I don't know. I want that problem.
No, you don't. Say that right now. He can look at me. He's crazy.
Yeah, look at how big his eyes are. You believe this? Oh my God! Oh my God!
He looks possessed. Like he just tore those women apart when they shot that picture. Yeah, my man kept a lot of fine women around. And you thinking that these women were just being kind. And they were just taking pictures with him. Oh, look at the little midget. Oh, well, let's make him feel good. Oh, you made them feel good too. This man, don't look. Chances are, all those women that you see in these photos right here got fucked. Because you will be surprised to learn the kind of, not the women that he kept around him, but the women that he had relationships with and married. So that brings me to my next question right here. And let me move this over. I'm gonna take it easy on you, Martin. I'm not gonna ask you for any names. I'm just gonna ask you for types. And types, yes, Martin. Because the question is here: Verne Troyer had a relationship with. Now let me move this over so I can pull it up. There we go. A Playboy model. B, a 6'1" porn star. C, a European fashion model. Or D, all of the above.
I guess I'll go with all of the above.
All of the above. I wouldn't put it past him, and I wouldn't doubt it, and he probably did. But the answer that we're looking for, Martin, is a Playboy model. What we're looking at right here is a picture with him with Genevieve Gallon, a Playboy model that he was married with in 2004, and he was married with her less than a year. Why? Because he's like, shit, there's a lot more other Playboy models out there for me to run through. And you think I'm kidding? This man, he married her, but he also had a relationship with another Playboy model, Heather Kozar, who's actually with this guy right here, who is he's the quarterback for the Cleveland Browns.
It looks like he just found out about her.
Yeah, he's like, looked like he found out he was still off in her.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Like this woman, she don't go midway. She's either tiny or huge. Yeah, if you somewhere in between, you ain't got it. Also, before this woman, I'm not trying to shame her. She did get a little bigger, but like some people would say in her prime, he also had a relationship with Chanel Hayes, which is a Brit actress out there. And when I'm saying that he had them, I mean, he was running some Jedi pimp mind tricks on them. He made them slaves. Like these women would do anything for him. There's a woman who, I'm looking at this on the mirror.co.uk. My life with 2'8" sex-obsessed mini-me Verne Troyer. Actress says Hollywood star treated her like a slave. And it's funny, too, because when she went to go see him, she said it was like a little hobbit hole. Like everything was built to miniature size.
Oh, that's
for him.
That's kind of cool.
It is kind of cool. It's like going, to fuck somebody in the Shire or something.
Sure.
And they see, and she would like buy. You can look at this right here. She would buy him food. She would go grocery shopping for him, give him rides, whatever he needed. She was there for him. I'm telling you, some straight up pimpery going on. You like they say. Look, I don't endorse pimping. I know I say it all the time, but that's the trick. It's like, hey man, you talk to some pimps and they're like, man, it's disgusting how you slap women around. It's like, I ain't had to slap a bitch ever. I'm in their mind, man. I tell them to do something, they do it. It's like I said, it's not about your looks. It's not even about money. This dude was short and cheap. That woman that was in that article,
yeah,
she said when we broke up, all I have left from him was a diamond necklace. She said I took it to the pawn shop. You can look up the article. Mark, you gonna love Mark. This is some shit you gonna love. You laughing now. You don't even know what to say.
Just the way you set that up.
You laughing right now. And when I looked at this, I was like, man, if this was in a show, Martin would love this. You can read this in this article right here, mirror.co.uk. She said all I had was this diamond necklace from him because he didn't even get me a diamond ring that he promised me. He said the necklace was to make up for it. When he left, she said, I need some money. I took it to the pawn shop. She said to get the shop owner bit into it and it left teeth marks.
Yeah, sweetheart, you see that? That's not what diamonds usually do. Was it a candy necklace? He just starts chewing it.
This shit was made out of sugar. It was rock candy.
He didn't even use glass. It was rock candy.
He's like, but baby, it tastes good. It's delicious. That means anything to you.
Raw, uncut diamonds. They're the best ones. It's so real, but don't get them wet, though.
Yeah, you wear it. You might not want to wear it in the rain.
If there's bees around, take them off.
He bit into it and left teeth marks. You could when reading the article, you could even see her saying, "God damn." Oh, look at that picture right there. It was like happy days. But ignorant ass.
Girl, what did you think? God damn. Don't come crying to me about he gave you a fake
You
necklace.
think I got money? I live in a hobbit hole and I make mini-me.
Look at my IMDb page. How you think that's going to get you a real diamond necklace? Fuck out of here.
Shit, bitch, I'm mini-me. How much you think that mini-me money going to last? In my little mini bank account. So sometimes you talking shit about him. Don't feel so bad because the dude, he's kind of an asshole.
Hey, man.
He gave her a ring. It was red. You could suck on it, taste like cherry.
In hard times, you get hungry enough to take care of you. I was thinking about you, girl.
I'm literally your sugar daddy.
This motherfucker. You can't even get mad at him because his little ass. Little short ass. I look like an asshole if I get mad at him. Fuck this dude. Goddamn hairless Ewok motherfucker. Teeth marks, man. Glad you're getting some good entertainment. See, the man gave us so much.
It's sad that he's gone.
And gave us so little. In Harry Potter, now here's our next question right here, Martin. In Harry Potter, you're a big Harry Potter fan. I think you'll get this. In Harry Potter, who did Verne play? Martin, he played a character in there. You don't have to take too long. Who did he play in the movie?
No multiple choice?
No multiple choice. No multiple choice. I thought you knew Harry Potter that well, man.
Oh. I didn't think he was anybody.
You didn't think Martin.
I mean, if he was one of those bankers.
Martin, halfway. You know what? I'll give it to you halfway right there. Because, Martin, you are kind of correct. He did play one of the bankers. I was looking for a name. He played the banker, Grip Hook, I believe. Is that it? Grip Hook. Fuck you, Potter.
He does he?
And does Mr. Harry Potter have his key?
It's like, damn, Verne Troyer is a great actor. He got British accent down and everything.
He did.
Harry just as racist as fuck in this. Here, going around looking at these people, and this is how he refers to them.
Hagrid, what exactly are these things?
These things. I'm like, and you know what? You want to know the?
Are you saying you wouldn't refer to him that way?
No, no.
What would you call them?
Creatures. Come on, give them a label, man. Call them something. Oh, let's go ahead and get into our next question. It's a bonus question about Harry Potter. Because here's the thing. I had to put this out here because it says, bonus. Dumbledore is not the only character replaced in the series. Who replaced Verne? A lot of people don't know this.
Verne Troyer. I mean, I'm sorry. Warwick Davis.
See, there you go with that racist shit.
No, Warwick Davis.
Martin, you're right. It is Warwick Davis.
See, I always think of him in that role. That's why I didn't know it was Verne Troyer.
Well, what happened was he played the role in the beginning. I think Warwick Davis did the voice.
Oh, okay.
And then somewhere somebody like, wait a minute, they're both short. Why are we?
Yeah, why are we paying two people?
I was like biting into a fake necklace and leaving teeth marks. Even he's like, how come y'all ain't got me doing this shit right here? Yeah, Warwick Davis, who's known as Willow and even Wicket, the Ewok. And here's the thing that's cool about this. A lot of people would confuse those two because they played the same role, even though he got replaced after the Sorcerer's Stone.
Yeah.
And Verne Troyer was very cool about it. Sort of like some dwarf to dwarf respect. Because,
really?
Yeah. Verne Troyer.
Well, Warwick's been in the game longer.
Oh, yeah, he's been in the game, kind of paved the way for this dude right here, probably.
Yeah.
And a lot of people would get it confused, and rightfully so. A lot of makeup. They're both very short. So, and a lot of people know that he was in that role. However, he would always get fan mail from people who would think that he's him, and they would send him pictures saying, "Hey, sign this," and he's like, "Wrong fucking picture, man." Actually, he was a little cooler about it than I was.
This grip hook wasn't me. It's my friend Warwick Davis, so I don't want to impersonate him. I'll get you one of the grip hooks that I have a picture of that is actually me.
And so, you know,
I think he's going to take that knife and just start raking X's across it.
God damn it! I told you over and over again.
No, this is my friend. He's a good friend of mine. Son of a bitch.
he's like
he's not a scab at all.
He's like a Bela Lugosi and that cockneyed cocksucker. It's not me. Let me see here. We're winding this down. Martin, you'd appreciate this one.
Okay.
Before he was Mini-Me, Verne played another mini version of a popular figure in the Schwarzenegger comedy. Name the film and the character that he's the mini version of, or the figure that he's the mini version of. He's not credited, but he's a mini version of a very popular figure in this comedy.
Whoa. I don't know. Twins?
Oh, Martin, disappointment.
Like he's a smaller Danny DeVito?
Martin, no. You need a microscope for that. Nah, man, the reason why I thought you would get is because I put out there you would love this. Because there's a certain Schwarzenegger comedy that you just absolutely love, Martin. And that is Jingle All the Way, where he plays Mini Santa. Man, that sounded like that was real.
No! Man, there's so many parts like that in this movie. I'm surprised you hate it like you do.
Maybe I got to give it another chance. After seeing Mini-Me get the shit punched out of him right here.
I mean, it's just funny him going, no! You can see it coming.
Look at that face. Like you're on a roller coaster or something. No! That's the picture they take of you when you're on a roller coaster. Like, oh, shit. This one you're not going to get, but I'm going to give you multiple choice right here. As we all know, he was friends with Warwick Davis, as we just said right there. And now we are going to look at a question here where he thought he would probably be the next Warwick Davis in a certain way, which is, what film was Verne supposed to be, or what film was supposed to be Verne's Leprechaun? In other words, they was like going to start a franchise of movies that are similar to Leprechaun. Martin, you look confused, but I got you right here. Martin, is the movie A, Sorority House Goblin, B, Killer Elf, C, Gnome Alone, or D, Alien Dwarf? Which one of these movies was supposed to be his Leprechaun? I'll show you again. A, Sorority House Goblin, B, Killer Elf, C, Gnome Alone, or D, Alien Dwarf?
Man, I feel like Killer Elf is calling out to me, but Gnome Alone just sounds so good.
Gnome Alone sounds good. No, which one you going with?
I'm going with Gnome Alone.
Martin, maybe you do know the man well. It is Gnome Alone.
He's mischievous.
Who put chickens in my car?
He's
Man, I want to see this so bad. Just these random shots where he just hide behind ladders. Yeah.
He's mischievous.
Who put chickens in my car?
I like the way it's not even about death. He just left a chicken in somebody's car.
I got your ass.
yeah, it's just annoying. Like, no, man.
Oh, I wonder why this movie didn't succeed. Wonder why we didn't get a franchise out of this, like Gnome in Space or Gnome in the Hood. I know it feels like we probably are making light of the situation. We're not. No, we're not. I mean, it's sad and it's tragic knowing the circumstances for why he died. But like I said, and I really do say this. I know, Martin, you were joking around. You said this, but I really do think that he would appreciate us having a good laugh because we do it out of respect and we do it because his death is not completely in vain. Suicide is always a sad thing. Depression is nothing to really to laugh about itself. But I do think people can take solace in knowing that he did leave sort of an inspirational legacy. I mean, yeah, I mean, you take all the women and everything, but this man, despite his whatever, his physical appearance or his physical handicaps, or whatever you want to call it, he managed to succeed.
Yeah, it's what's sad is that just with the alcoholism and all, and him dying of depression leading to suicide. It's just sad that he wasn't able to get past it.
Verne Troyer, dead at 49. The definitely not forgotten. Definitely.